To warm up. Enemy dropping into the AO. Enemy soldier incoming.
They're in.
Training is over. Time to see what you have learned.
Oh, it is predictive text. Change order to organization. Really.
Technically, you have to organize all.
No, we're talking to a bit here about orgy.
5 seconds.
Battle Royale.
Alright, time to snipe and precision airstrike and play far back and chill out.
Avoid the gas. Get to the safe zone.
Let's go over here.
Launching LC. Ready your weapon.
I feel like we didn't come here for the whole game, man.
We came out once.
Oh, the first game.
Company, yeah?
Alright, you ever did all?
Company agents. Know how you drop it.
They land on top double and center.
Hostiles
Nah,
dropping
they're
into the area. Watch the skies.
Look, one coming right
One
here.
here.
One on top there, chicken. Of course, you still know everybody else as well. We shall see now. Push out one man by the bike, I guess it is. Yeah, no?
Anything.
Yeah.
He gone. He gonna lead us in a very long run. Like on by boys.
No, he right there.
You got it,
What's
you
on?
got it.
Alright,
You got it,
I'll come in,
man.
I'll come in, I'll come in,
Mama
I'll come
buy,
in, I'll
mama
come in,
buy,
I'll
mama
come
buy
in.
on the ground.
Alright, let me not separate. Kill it.
This man get
Mama
goes
buy.
us. Come drop. Leave that. Take that bike and get out of there. So what to do? Snipe or don't snipe?
Your team has entered the safe zone.
Sniper,
Okay.
can I get? Wait up. Things flown,
So I know hit the sandbank and the bike just fly back. And that's the bike again. Not a dead bike at all.
Hey, all you don't need my money. Look at that.
They drop a big buy on top of the thing now.
Got the cash.
I have a buy station we could drop on top of the big building.
I got temper and I
Oh shit, man up here already.
Got a loadout drop inbound.
Yeah, I think
Who are the
it's a-
temper? Who are the temper? Who are the temper? Take it.
Armor satchel here.
money for munition? We don't have. Okay.
We got money for nothing. We'll just get the sniper after.
Friendly war strike on the way.
And I'm on top of Coco.
Horse! What the actual fuck I see in here, Dread? Please come up. The man going downstairs.
Come on.
He take the elevator and going down.
UAV is bingo fuel. RTB at this time.
I've got you, mate.
He come back out. I think he right there. Okay, you right there. That's why I'm still somebody on us.
All you're sniping,
Something
right?
underneath us. But I got a sniper class, but
I'm gonna I'll
I don't
buy.
buy
Hey,
it.
man, shot inside. Oh.
Squad mate is in the gulag now. If they survive,
Fuck, boy.
they
That is the man who killed
I
me,
remember-
us.
I didn't
But
even
don't-
hear.
And it's a
Yeah,
shit
no,
shotgun
I-
he have us.
I pressed
Really,
the
you
elevator
got
and the
the money.
man came in the elevator.
Close to me, close to me.
Got one sighted here.
Where you gonna get it?
Come on. Well, I was
Someone
gonna
buy
buy
right
sniper,
there.
but-
Someone buy
right
there's a
there.
man- there's a
Killy,
man on
Killy,
Coco,
hush.
there's a man-
Killy, hush.
There's a man on Coco. Oh, look here.
Flanking here.
He's weak. Alright, I'm gonna go buy it now.
He didn't know what was going on there too, you know.
Look at that man back here, back.
No, well, I had time me drop the money first, and I jump the money, and I see jumping off you.
Friendly loadout drop on the way.
Well, we stand up right next to our bike.
You gotta keep up, sport.
Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
Stand up, let's see
Occupation
it.
scan. Get on the ground or go underwater to avoid detection.
I gotta lift the
And that bike lower right
team
then.
a little bit, sir.
I have a man lower right.
Came out from under it.
Enemy scans active. Get down.
I'm spotted.
Me too.
Enemies located.
Shoot out to this guy, wherever it is.
Oh fuck, what did I do?
Sebastian, put it.
We have a buy station inbound.
Sebastian,
Squad
put
mate
it.
is redeploying. Stand by.
Can I get back my gun?
Yeah, I threw that by station, ship it.
Yeah.
Gas is moving. The gas is starting to split. Stay
Threw that by
down
mistake,
there.
yes. My
Could you
God.
buy a muni?
Sure, again, no.
Man.
Dropping
Friendly
ammo.
buy
Friendly
station
ammo
is
box
ready.
here.
Head to
many
the
on
safe
the
zone
hill?
now.
Where am I knives?
Down one on a precision then. You let me know where you want. Wow,
I
alright.
hit him once.
Where's she tonight?
Oh,
Somebody
behind
looking
me,
at me
behind
from here.
Semtex incoming! Back it up!
Oh yes, he dead.
Unlucky rude boy.
Dog, why is
Can we come up there so silently?
fucking stinkers? Hey,
Bro,
I'm just
dog.
coming to buy a fucking place box, please. Anybody?
Come on,
Somebody?
sniping right on
Drop.
right there.
Oh yeah.
Armor box is down. We got an armor box here.
Come on, sniping right there, bro.
Probably best player, we sniping. Everybody's having this game. Where we going
Look
to?
him right there, flying. Crack him.
Where is he?
He went underneath the building. Like, you saw like Marcus, he went inside
I'll go
to
back
buy.
over.
The light mark up in the sky for me.
Oh look here, Coco.
Flanking here.
I
It's
hit
very
him out
upsetting.
as Well, how is he not down?
Don't do me that now. Don't do me that now. Don't fucking do me that now.
Moving here.
You good?
Enemy down.
I'm still being seen.
He's same place, bro. I can't see him.
I just say my
Every-
company process. Geelong Cordine.
You move that yellow pin head up.
He have no plates. Come here, mother. Come.
I don't know where he is, but I just flying across it.
No.
That's not.
And so that man could take a real fucking bullet. So.
Whip. Mitigation. Where are they?
Next man close. You know this man going for this truck, right?
Broken shield.
double by, right side.
I didn't even get the kill though.
I don't know, but it's good.
Whoa, double by and run. Oh, this mosquito is biting me right now.
Same.
Well, you do have blood. The same mosquito? There's everything on the show.
Enemy UAV overhead. Friendly counter UAVs on station.
Alex.
Enemy here.
Two men went out of the
They were
fucking
upstairs
thing
too, bro.
as I was there.
Target mark!
You've got gas inbound.
Get out of there,
Safe
Killy.
zone relocated. Your
Time
squad
to press,
mates
Killy.
will
Time to
send
press.
you
Get out of there.
You'll fight for a chance to redeploy.
No hit. Go again.
Shouldn't I push that man on you? That's already. So the man on top of it. So hungry, yes?
Squad mate has been cleared for redeployment.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Hungry.
Enemy UAV active.
Drop. Icarus here.
LMG
You're
mark!
losing ground.
Let's have a man right here. Right here on the train,
Enemy in the AO.
Fuck up, broken. Land and kill him now. You don't take his shit before you end up in the gas.
Man said, Male Pulera, Ranu.
Man here.
Threats in the area!
As the team that kill all you at the start. Push this bounty out, man.
Coco men bust some water from right in front of them.
Yeah, come.
In front of the bunker.
Fighting far.
Positive ID on the bounty target.
More than fuckers.
Eliminate them.
Enemy UAV overhead.
I'm a buy station marker going through.
Anyway, all you
Yeah,
want
true.
to
No, I know Ghost Kid.
Friendly buy
Alright,
station
good.
deployed.
Marked a
I
target!
have ghost. Why?
Me too. Because we on UAV right now, that man over there on the side by the rock. Oh no, we on their UAV.
Men close behind. This side.
Moving here!
Let's go one time. Get out by.
Hey, buy box, Simon. You gotta buy box, Simon.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe
Yeah, the
zone.
cover, man.
Be advised, the gas is merging.
No.
Prep for contact.
Oh, wait, they knock it off. Oh.
Supply
Suppression
crates have been
mindset!
restocked. Load up.
Come on, buy a gun one time.
Coming.
Alright, man, you can buy UAV. Come look, money right there.
Buy guns. UAV not
I
thing.
have a good enough gun.
Alright,
I have
cool.
a good enough gun.
Friendly UAV online.
Alright, so there's one man who shot
What
it
do I
down.
do? What do I do?
Now get
Left
in.
or right?
Get in. There we go in. There's a merge circle. It's gonna move real fast.
That is a good observation, Jackson.
Jackson.
You've got gas moving in. The gas is merging. Expect contact.
Stay right in the open now.
Advise you head to
man
the
by
safe
me.
zone now. You have a lot of
I
ground
just
to
said
cover.
so.
Coco.
I didn't get found devices. I push into Coco. I have no ammo, no pills.
Good
There's
loot
just
here!
some so sick. Alright, nice.
Armor here! We got an armor
Killy.
box here!
Alright, let's go. This gas is coming. Any vehicles?
Hostile advanced UAV overhead.
Wow, okay.
Billy.
And then,
Thanks a lot, guy. Anybody else smokes?
I have one.
Alright, cool. Don't, hold it, just hold it. Hold it until people start to shoot at us.
What are you asking? Any chatter? You enjoy building your home?
Finish this tosser off.
See who was shooting them and then go and kill when they were going looting.
Alright. Man on top, coconut.
Need medical aid. Check fire.
What?
Fuck.
Wait, why are you killing coming up?
Coconut har väl det mobben. I sent up precision on that building.
Straight ahead of me, straight ahead of me. Come on this cash.
Your squad mate is in the group right now. Survive and get deployed.
Hostile airstrike near your location.
Let's get you out of this mess.
Alright.
Redeploying to the AO.
Yep.
Taking the truck.
How much it is? How much it is? How much it is?
One man in the gas still and one running across.
I one in front. One right in front of you, actually. Come down the hill. Right in front of you.
Hold on, I was flying this guy. Hold on.
I know, I just let you know he was. He coming up the pathway. Somewhere on green.
I don't know how they see me though, but okay.
Look him right there.
I get paid.
You down in the ground?
Yeah, I know that one.
When he came here, that man saying he got just for that kill, yeah? Clear boy. Nice. Bust it one down.
Alright, come on, man. Alright. Top left right there. Alright.
Truck coming to you.
Oh my god, bro! I can't even
Gas
avoid it.
inbound. Safe zone relocated.
I am.
Oh,
This league on this shit. Fucking pussy though.
Man down.
yeah, hello, Coco. That's it.
I kill one.
That truck was a real fucking shit though.
Random things are popping. No way, bro. Wow.
Less than 25 were still standing. The enemy took that one.
Hey, fellas.
We will be
I
back
don't
to
think I
finish
breathe
the
out
job.
there.
Yeah,
Excitement.
thinking we'll beat that in. It's a.
Blessings.
Later.
Fellas.
Target area marked. You're cleared hot.
former prostitute on the Vegas Strip who was forced by her pimp to sleep with thousands of men against her will.
The pimp's got every single dollar. I scratched his eyes out. I took a big giant lamp and I smashed it over his head and I ran out of the room totally butt naked. So he kidnapped me from a gas station one night and beat the living shit out of me.
Now she runs a non-profit trying to rescue girls just like her. But how does an underground human trafficking ring exist on one of the most popular tourist destinations on Earth? I met up with Annie to find out.
Now we're gonna go to where I used to work.
So Annie, we have the all-seeing eye of the Las Vegas security watching us at every step. How does a underground human trafficking ring exist with all that security?
Because you don't look like you're a victim of trafficking. You wear your little tennis shoes, you walk in and you act like you're on vacation.
Do you have people that know your face, what you look like?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
So do you get nervous when we go into the casinos?
No.
Okay.
This is a nightclub that used to be called the Jet Night. No, there used to be a ton of pimps that would hang out there.
And how many pimps are on the strip right now?
Oh, right now, probably, because it's day shift, probably only a couple hundred. Let's go to the bar that I used to hang out at
Let's
to
go.
catch dates.
What would we call them back in your day?
Oh my gosh. So back in the day, we called them Marks, Johns, Tricks.
Meaning a potential customer?
Yes.
How long ago were you in the industry?
Oh my goodness. I quit the escort services in 1998. When I got in, I was a teenager. I
Like
was
16, 17?
18, 19.
Ugh.
Yep. I was not of drinking age. I had fake ID. That used to be a full-fledged bar. You could sit there and you could play video poker and just wait for a man to come up to you to start talking to you, and then you would basically solicit him.
So how do you know someone's in the market to have sex?
Just by the look in their eye, the way they're carrying themselves.
Really?
Yes.
Let's
first.
explain the logistics of hiring an escort. So I see these cars that drive by and they have a phone number.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're advertising that this girl is going to come.
And this is perfectly legal in Las Vegas, right?
It's legal to have a stripper in your room.
So to break down who's involved here, we have you, the
Yes.
escort, let's say in the past, and the pimp who is trafficking
Yes.
oftentimes?
Yes.
Or all time?
All the time.
Okay.
When my trafficker was my 100% trafficker, he took every single dime I made. It's complete slavery. You can't avoid it because you're brainwashed. They groom you. They make you believe that they're safe, that they're going to take care of you. They have your best interests at heart. They have this whole business plan. I mean, my whole thing was this. I wanted to have my own jewelry store. And so that was his little shtick. He used that against me to make me believe, oh, one day we're going to have our own jewelry store. I was like, oh, all the money I'm making is being invested into that jewelry
That was the
store.
carrot he dangled over your head?
Yeah, my ex-trafficker would bring these girls to our house, and they were like 13, 14. When I found out how old they were, I shipped them home without his knowledge. He would beat me up.
Your trafficker is still out and about?
There's two of them.
So are they still at large?
Yes.
Is-
I honestly hope the best for both of them. One of them shot himself in the head. He's still alive.
Jeez,
The
okay.
second one. And people get so angry, because I was working in the industry itself for 11 years, nonstop, probably 12-hour shifts, 16-hour shifts, depending how busy it was. I never stopped. But they make you believe that you have control of it. Our nicknames to all the traffickers were this. We were hoes, hookers, bitches. When he was being nice to me, a white bunny, because I was a white girl. So white girls command a lot of money. Okay, look right here.
Yeah. You think that's something?
Yes.
Really?
Looks like she's working.
Really? It seems somewhat discreet.
Of course she is. Let's walk over here because
Yeah.
I'm going to show you the craps tables. And in fact, you know what? It looks like there's a girl there right now working. It's quiet, huh? Isn't it? I would sit here, but I would usually sit on the end so I could see the whole span of the casino over there, where that older guy is right there.
So that's when you might target?
Yeah, he would be a potential target for
Older
me.
white guys?
Absolutely. So when a man was potentially sitting around, hanging around, looking for someone like me, I would, hey, here's my number. Call me later.
How often would they call back?
Always. This is the part that is the worst part about you go into a room and you see a man and he's dressed really nice and he's not bad looking and he seems like a nice person.
Yeah.
But he's calling the escort service. Dude, what are you doing?
Sure.
And then he shows you pictures of his family. Oh, here's my kids. Here. And I would be like, what are you doing? A man putting his hands on you for money, it just adds fuel to the fire. It literally makes it worse. So then your mind literally goes to this place of all men are cheaters.
Sure.
All men want sex. That's all they want. They don't want a relationship, which I know to be a total lie. I mean, listen, there's weirdos everywhere. If someone's calling for sex and they're paying for it, what else do they feel like they're entitled to?
Your life?
Rape,
Sure.
You know, some sort of asphyxiation, maybe someone getting beat up because it turns them on, because porn takes you to a new level. And that's what gets these men to call, is that they get addicted to porn. They start looking at pornography material, they start, you know, engaging, they start like fantasizing, then they say, oh, I wonder what it would really be like to get someone in real life. Let's try it. And all of a sudden, you're getting a phone call, go to this room, and the guy opens the door and he's shaking. He's like, oh my God, oh my God. And I'm like, oh, it's the first time you ever called? They're like, yeah, I've never done this before. Oh, so tell me why you're calling. Well, I've been watching porn for years. I mean, they tell you their story. Or my wife doesn't give me sex, or I'm single, or I'm lonely, or I'm still a virgin. I would have men that would call for their sons to de-virginize them. Isn't that crazy?
Would it be common for an escort to take an underage kid's virginity?
It's happened before.
With you?
I'm not going to say.
Okay, so but people you know.
Yeah, but I do know that the fathers call for their sons to be de-virginized.
Sure.
Especially during a bachelor party. Oh my gosh, I did so many bachelor parties where the man that's getting married has never had experience. So I have to teach him.
Experience.
The biggest demographic would be older, overweight men. I've seen a lot of stars, major male movie stars.
Like Leonardo DiCaprio level?
Yeah, game show hosts,
Jimmy Kimmel.
sports figures.
Steve Harvey.
You guys just keep watching me because I'm tempted to say these names. And also, I would get calls from big CEOs of companies.
Is that valuable blackmail that these women often use for anything?
You could.
Okay.
Now that we have cell phones, I never did that though. I was an honest escort. That hotel right there, see the blue one right there?
Yep.
I went up to the room, he opened up the door. He looked really sketch to me, so I was like...
Nervous.
He didn't look like a buyer. So I said, can I see your ID, sir? He comes whipping back out with a flipping gun. A .357 Magnum snub nose.
Okay.
Pulled it on me and me.
What?
And then threw my clothes out the window. Yep. I fell in love with one of the guys. It was right at the end of my escort career. He was actually an actor, and he is a very famous actor, actually.
Interesting.
And he tripped me out because he told me he liked me too, and that he was willing to work with me to help me get out of the business. And I was getting coke for him. So I was calling my coke dealer, getting coke for him. I was with him for 2 weeks. And he broke my heart because I thought, you know what? This guy seems like he really cares. He really is into me. He's very sweet. He's good looking. I mean, he's been in movies. I'll just give you a clue with Demi Moore. He gave me his number, called him up. I was like, hey. Girlfriend answered the phone.
Oh.
I said, who's this? She goes, well, who are you? And I told her who it was.
Oh.
I said, this is Fallon. Your fiance, which you claim you have, was paying me for sex. I told her.
Jeez, okay.
I was crying. I was pretty upset.
That's sad.
And I was like, within a couple days, like legitly fell in love with this guy. And I told my second ex-pimp, I said, I'm gonna leave you. And the only way I got out of that relationship was because my brother came with a shotgun and said, you're packing. And my ex-pimp watched me pack my things.
So your brother saved you.
And one of my girlfriends, she was a phone girl. Yeah.
Now, as you listen to Annie's story, you might be wondering, why didn't she leave the industry earlier?
It's called trauma bonding. It's when an abuser recognizes that the person that they're dealing with has had a lot of trauma, and they bond because of that trauma. So a trafficker is very smart. They can see that there's been a disruption in their personal life as a child. They weren't treated correctly growing up, so they never really had a father figure, or they didn't have a mother figure, or they were from a broken home, or they've come from poverty. Look, the thing is with the traffickers is if someone's already abused this child, half of their job is done.
So
it's a setup. You
these women are
understand?
primed to be trafficked.
They're primed.
And can you explain what your first and second trafficker predated on? The qualities they saw in you that made you eligible for trafficking?
Just, I think insecurity.
Okay.
And not thinking I was beautiful enough or loved enough, and naivety. I trusted everybody. I didn't believe anyone was trying to get me. It's like I really felt like I was smart, that I had my life together, that I knew what I was doing with my money, that I...
And so here's a big question that I don't understand. Were you making the money that you brought home for a time, and then out of nowhere did your pimp start taking it all from you? How long were you making your own money?
Oh, at least a half a year.
And then he said, hey, I'm gonna take 80%
No,
of that?
he just took it all the first night.
With physical violence,
Here in Las
persuasion?
Vegas, yes. I was beaten almost to death that night. It was horrible. It was probably one of the worst experiences of my life to realize the man that I trusted, the man that I put all my cards on the table for, the man that I believed in, the man that I loved deeply, would have died for, was now hitting me, beating me, telling me I was just his hoe and that he's my pimp now and this is the way it's gonna be.
And was it almost like a switch flip that day that you
Yes.
never saw out of him?
Yes, and I don't want to start crying about it
Yeah.
because I think of that young girl back then. I think of how naive I was and how innocent I was inside my heart. I did not want any man to treat me like that, but I fell for it. And I wanted to leave, but I couldn't because he threatened me. Now, why don't girls...
Yeah.
It's all about control. It's all about isolation, coercion, and control. It's all about keeping that person in a subservient position where they cannot leave. No ID, no bank account, you don't own anything. You basically work for that slave master. You're enslaved.
And a lot of people think you're living this lavish life, you're dressed up, you're glamorous. Does any of that life exist? Is that real? Or is it an illusion and he can take it away from you at any point?
It's an illusion and he will take it away from you at any point. I got kidnapped back too. He cut all my hair off, buzzed it off and with the clippers and in front of 6 pimps. And they brought the girls there because I left my trafficker and he didn't like it. And I was running around town with a brand new car and it was very disrespectful to the game. So he kidnapped me from a gas station one night and beat the living shit out of me. Any pimp that a girl leaves, it makes them look bad.
These girls working the streets, they're working 12, 16-hour days, and very few of them are actually bringing home any money. Why do they work so hard?
It's part of the trauma bond with the trafficker, and they have to prove themselves to the trafficker that they can make the most money. And so because of that, they'll stay out as long as it takes to make their quota. A quota is a trap. It's the amount that the pimp told each person to make. Like, let's say mine was $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000. If I didn't make that money, I couldn't come home.
What would happen if you didn't make that money?
You'd stay out.
If you didn't stay out though and you came home without that money, would you get assaulted?
Yes.
Okay.
You
So-
can get assaulted, or you get, basically, you get told you're not gonna have sex tonight, or you don't get a hug tonight, you don't get a kiss tonight. You're desperate to be loved. You have no self-esteem. You think that you are a whore. You believe that no one could ever love you.
Annie, you mentioned other girls were trafficked at the same house you were at. How many girls would a pimp have, and would he use multiple women as leverage to
Of
deprive
course.
you of affection and love?
Yes, that's the whole game of a trafficker, is to get your mind on the other girls in the stable, the family, to make you feel jealous, to make you feel unheard, to make you feel in competition. So they use those relationships like a teeter-tot. Oh, well, she'll do this if I do this with this other girl. Maybe I'll have sex with her one night and I won't have sex with her one night, and then I'll make it seem like I don't love her anymore, and all of a sudden she's making bank because now she believes if she brings home more money, he's gonna give her more attention, because that's what we think. Even though it sounds absolutely ridiculous, we think it. A lot of those pimps are from broken families that they never had a childhood, or their childhood was gang life, or their childhood was no father, or no mother, or an orphan, or whatever it looks like, or abuse. I mean, poverty, you know?
Is that what you found? Did your pimps have those backgrounds?
My pimp had poverty background.
Yeah, mom, you call me?
No, I'm not on a stay.
Oh, alright.
Alright, yeah. Take care. Bye.
His father left when he was 4 years old.
Okay.
My ex-pimp. He never knew his daddy. I was my trafficker's punching bag. I was the evil that he couldn't speak of, because I'm a woman.
Yeah, you loved him and he allegedly loved you.
I loved him with all my being and all my
Yeah.
heart and my soul. I would have married him, unfortunately.
And And that's
Like,
part of the grooming and the complex trauma that
it's-
people don't understand.
They don't get it because when you love someone, you'll do anything for them. You'll die for them.
Would you have died for him at some point?
Yes,
Yeah.
I would have. You can't see it from here, but there's
Yeah.
one that I was at beyond that one right there, the blue one, that I was thrown out on the 22nd story window.
Huh?
They tried to throw me out. The window opened up all the way. Tried to throw me out. Yeah, and I held on and I scratched his eyes out and I hung on to him and I took a big giant lamp and I smashed it over his head and I ran out of the room totally butt naked.
This is a trick or your pimp?
This was my trick.
So Annie, we're walking through right here to show the point of there are a lot of high-end shopping centers here. Some of your tricks would buy you gifts in the form of a bag.
Yep, a bag or an outfit,
else?
jewelry, clothing.
High-end stuff though.
Yeah, always designer.
And this is a tip?
Yeah,
Why is that your tip?
because they don't want to give you cash.
Why not?
Because they don't want it to be traced. They would spend cash for these gifts. That way they weren't traceable by credit card.
Okay.
Then they would say, oh, I just gambled it. And they'd be like, oh, okay. They totally believed them.
Most people hiring an escort have no idea these girls are being trafficked.
I would say at least more than half. And that's a guess. Let me show you what I would like if I could get it.
Come in here with a John and say what? Hey, I really want a purse.
Yeah.
Oh, taking 60 photos a second. Is that okay? So how much?
That's about
Thank you.
5,000. But a lot of the times, these are very wealthy people. So if you go on a call, you're always checking out the watches. You want to see if the man has any money. One of the telltale signs is, what is his watch? If he had one of these and you were up to date on your information on what model it is, and they're always worth $150,000, $200,000, $500,000. Just depends on what you're looking at.
Could you tell a real from a fake Rolex at the time?
I had to.
Would this humanize the experience of being trafficked? Would you feel good about yourself when you got a tip like this?
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
shopping therapy was my thing.
And as we were walking, this lady recognized Annie and commended her for the work she's done speaking on this topic. Oh, there you go. You've seen her stuff. There you go. That's cool. That's awesome. She supports the mission. That's pretty cool. In addition to housing, rehabilitating, and educating survivors of human trafficking, Annie also does outreach here on the Strip.
These are for women that are working and have traffickers on the Strip that need help. You know, we would hand it to someone that's working, like, oh, thank you. And then they open it up and look and they see, oh, wow, they gave me some cute jewelry. Oh, hand sanitizer, fuzzy socks, obviously a care bag. I have my phone number in here and a cute little Bible, but I always put this, read me.
Read me.
And this is the sex trafficking wheel. Sex trafficking is coercion, threats, intimidation, emotional abuse, economic abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse. Emotional abuse is the biggest piece of this, and physical, obviously.
What if a pimp sees this?
Like, well, not good.
Is she gonna get beaten?
There's a possibility she could. I probably have had more than 15 friends or 20 friends either get murdered, overdosed, die of a disease, all from the game. If they want to hurt you, they're going to make it happen. One of my girlfriends, she was down in an illegal brothel. Of course, it was not legal. And a customer walked in, I should say a buyer. He walked in and said, where's so-and-so? And she goes, I'm right here. And he pulled out a gun and shot her in the head.
Why?
She was a hit because she had left her pimp. He killed her. That's what happens when you leave. You cannot just walk away. I literally overdosed. Tomorrow is my OD date, August 2nd, 2003.
So you tried to kill yourself?
I didn't mean to. It just kind of
Okay.
happened. I didn't want to live anymore.
Ah.
It was a horrible, horrible time in my life.
Do a lot of women look towards drugs to numb the pain of it all?
It's an escape, yes. It numbs the emotional pain and the physical pain of the abuse. And it could be anything from cocaine, meth, pot, to pills, to whatever is out there. Fentanyl, I thank God fentanyl wasn't out there when I was out there, because my drug of choice was cocaine. We're gonna find somebody that's selling escorts out in public.
What will you do once we find them?
I'm gonna talk to him. Oh, there she is, right there. There she is. I knew it. Hi, miss. Can I have one of those cards? Thank you.
Thank you. So we have $50 a night?
I like your shirt. I like the color. I don't know if you know this or not. These girls on these cards, they're not being treated very nice. They have pimps. I used to be one of those girls. That's why I say that. Okay. Will you get in trouble, Maria, if you don't pass them out? Yeah. She wants me to write my number down for her.
Any thoughts?
I'll write it for you.
What situation is this woman in?
She's probably illegal. She can't work a normal job, so she has to do this job. And part of doing this job is making sure she passes out all the cards. It's the girl right there just passed us. It's possible.
Possible?
Passed us, yeah.
Why do you think so few people have spoken out?
Because of fear. Fear of death, fear of retaliation, fear of the judgment of people. Because once you tell your story, all your guts are laid out on the table. And everybody can criticize you because they know your background now. But it's not fair because it's so one-sided.
Did your family and loved ones know you were in the industry when you were?
No.
No.
I lied to them.
Have you ever re-interacted with your old pimp?
Yes,
Yeah?
both of them actually.
Were those violent interactions? Are they still
No.
mad at you? Or
The first time I saw my first ex-trafficker,
yeah.
I was at a nightclub called Daisy's, and I was getting my car out of LA, and I was just going through chemotherapy. I had lost all my hair. I was wearing wigs, and I was very sick with cancer.
Okay.
And he came up behind me, and he said, "I need to tell you that I'm sorry." And I lifted my head, and my heart was racing, racing, because I thought he was going to hit me.
Yeah.
Because the last time I had seen him, I had left him, and I was at a nightclub called Shark Nightclub. And he had taken me in the back with the bouncer and beat the living crap out of me because I left him. And he walked up behind me and he said, I'm really sorry for what I've done to you. I'm ashamed of myself, and I just need to ask for your forgiveness. He said, you're the best woman I've ever had in my life.
Did you believe him?
I did. He said he was sorry, and I cried. I cried, and you were asking earlier, why do I do what I do now? Because it brings my life meaning. And to let these ladies know that they're loved and that they don't have to sell their body for a living, and that God loves them and forgives them, and that he was never mad at them, and no one has a right to shame them or victim blame them or make them feel like they're smaller than they are, because they're beautiful, resilient women that have, to me, they're the most powerful women in the world.
Do you wish you had...
For a living, you know what I mean? Like, that's just not right. Like, why would you do that to another human being, especially if they have feelings and they have a heart? And so for me, it's like the day that I overdosed, I realized what I had done with myself. I was like, oh my gosh, I almost took my own life because I was so devastated, because I had lost everything I made. The pimps got every single dollar. I had nothing to show for anything. And when you get to that low point in your life, it's like I told you about that guy that jumped off the parking garage. Yeah. He lost $100,000. This is a true story. This is not gossip. He lost $100,000 and he couldn't tell his wife, so he killed himself. And I understand that shame. He couldn't bring himself to tell his wife, I lost our savings. He would rather kill himself. That's the point I was at. I didn't want my family to know. You keep everything you do totally secret. You don't let anyone know what you're doing because it is so shame-filled. It's part of the enemy's plan. The devil wants us to believe that we're nothing, that we're worthless, that we're a piece of junk, that we're nasty, dirty, disgusting, but that's not the truth at all. My soul's been forgiven. I've been cleansed, and I am beautiful in his sight. And when he looks at me, he always says, you're my girl. I love you. That's the words I wanted my dad to tell me my whole life. Hear my dad tell me he's proud of me. So I hope he sees me now.
Yeah. While Annie found peace in her relationship with God, she also ended up getting married. I met up with her and her husband Oz the next night to hear his perspective on Annie's life story.
We met on MySpace.
Okay, that's magical. You guys have been married for how long?
14 years.
14 years. Did you think this was ever going to happen?
I always felt like there was something better and somebody was going to love me. I knew it deep down in my heart, but I know that was a God direction, that God was showing me that. So most girls don't have that compass like I did. Unfortunately, how does a man love someone that's been with thousands upon thousands of men, has been pimped for almost 18 years? How does a man love someone like that?
I mean, everything Annie just said obviously is from her perspective. But the cool thing is my life is based on faith. And I saw God do so many great things in my life. My prayers were all about, like, if God wanted me to be with somebody else, he would hit me over the head with someone. It was evident that she went above and beyond the list. You can't hear stories that she tells and not get upset, angry, and, you know, want to do something to that person.
How have you come to reconcile with even some of the dark parts of her past and some of the wrongs that have been done to her?
All I have to say is what's happened with her, she went through for a reason.
Yeah.
And we don't know that reason. God knows the reason.
If there's a girl who is in a situation you were in years ago, is there light at the end of the tunnel?
There is not only light at the end of the tunnel, there is a celebration because now there's freedom and they just need to hang on. They just go call 702-883-5155 and then go to hookersforjesus.net or pinkchair.org. Get a hold of us and we will help you.
If you were expecting me to jump on the hate bandwagon for this thing, you're gonna end up sorely disappointed. I do have problems with the PlayStation Portal, but I've been a believer in remote game streaming for as long as some of you have been alive, starting with the Nvidia Shield. No, not that one. The handheld one that everyone, including Nvidia, seems to have forgotten about. I played Tomb Raider 2013, start to finish on that thing, infant son in lap, without ever touching my keyboard and mouse. It was my portal to gaming at a time when I otherwise couldn't make time for it. So, look, if you're not psyched for this thing, I get it. But I am, or at least I will be, if Sony has ironed out all the troubleshooting nonsense that has made this technology kind of inaccessible for the average gamer. Setup challenge begins now. Power. English. Does anyone know the Wi-Fi password? Thank you for the ortholinear keyboard, just kidding. All right, agree. Approve. Select a PS5. Allow connection to PS5. Settings, system, remote play, and turn on remote play. Settings, system. Oh, it was on.
It was? Hit X to connect.
Oh. Wait.
Oh, okay, it worked.
Overall, not as smooth as it could have been. Not a huge fan of that tiny press X to continue indicator in the bottom left, but we're still completely set up and ready to game in just 3.5 minutes. That's not bad. Now let's see how fast we can segue to our sponsor.
Ugreen. Their Black Friday sale is on now with up to 50% off products like the magnetic 10,000 milliamp hour battery bank. Oh my goodness, that's a lot. Check it out at the link below.
I'm definitely picking up on a little bit of a delay, but Hollow Knight's a pretty unforgiving game as far as that goes, and this is not bad. What are we looking at?
150 milliseconds.
150 milliseconds, and that is complete chain?
Yes.
That is very usable. There's definitely some banding and blocking, particularly when things get really busy on screen and you've got smoke or lots of particle effects flying around. But the display looks great, super sharp. Very usable. Don't judge the Portal based on how I'm doing right now. I have only played like an hour and a bit of this game, and this save is much deeper in than I thought. Visually, this is a super busy game with really lush environments. I am expecting it to be, a lot less visual artifacty than I was expecting. Once again, particle effects and smoke, gonna be a bit of a struggle, but anything reasonably close to you doesn't look bad at all. I'm also a little surprised at how okay the text looks, especially when the menu looked so bad when it first loaded up. Oh yeah, no, that seems fine now. There's no question the game is playable. Does it have a performance mode though? Favorite performance. Let's see how that feels. Oh yeah, that's more like it. This is 100% how I would play this. Wow, nice soundstage. Where are these speakers? Oh, they're top firing. Woo! Man, this one looks particularly okay. Maybe it helps that it's at night. Definitely managing to notice some visual anomalies with all these bright lights moving around on screen, kind of like confetti when you're running at a low bit rate. But the truth is, if I was just playing the game and not busy trying to evaluate the device, there's nothing about the visuals or the sound that would make me go, oh, this sucks, forget it. I think I'm getting ahead of myself a little though. Let's take a tour. From the front, it's as though you were playing a game on your DualSense controller and a dimensional wizard came along and opened up an 8-inch portal right down the middle. And I consider that
Sneakers all the way. Be shoes over boots any day.
I'll go with comfort on Monday.
Monday maybe sneakers, but I am definitely a boots girl. Boots all the way.
How prepared are you for carnival?
50%. I always prepare.
Pretty prepared. Yeah, like.
Ask it to be tomorrow and not bad.
My beach routine for carnival is wax everything, head to toe.
Book my hair, book my makeup, book my nails, ordered my sneakers for Monday and Tuesday.
What are you most excited for?
The people.
Madness, climbing wall, down on the ground.
Balance it.
The music.
What's your favorite part of the carnival route?
Downtown, because that's where we usually go first.
First checkpoint down is so key.
I'm around the bridge, girl.
Definitely St. James.
I'm seeing the sign.
What are some things that you still have to do when I was in the prepared?
Gymming.
Lift more weight.
Tattoo session, barber session, airbrush, spray tan.
Long pants or short pants?
Long pants. I'm doing both the long pants and the short pants. I mean, it's kind of hard to choose between the two.
You're not seeing me in no long pants in Europe.
We're in global boiling. You will probably be in global melting. Like, why would I wear long pants on the road?
Guys, you're actually quads.
Do you have a favorite Lost Tribe memory?
The Taj presentation was insane.
Possibly the first time I played with Lost Tribe.
Meeting up with like all my friends.
When I look back and I see my costume on the stage.
Tell me about the Lunch Stop concert.
Listen, I think the Lunchback concert, you don't need to go no party for the rest of the season. Just play with Lost Tribe. Know you're gonna see the top artists at the Lunchback. It's vibes, it's food, it's drinks, it's relaxing. You don't even have to come to the front of the stage because it's really only for Lost Tribe masqueraders. You could sit on your nice little mat provided by the Lost Tribe and enjoy the entertainment.
What are some of your essentials for the road?
Lip balm, sunscreen, and definitely a side bag.
know you'll come out to that one, yeah. Hey, but who won and hit him up? In front of nobody game.
Sweet Home Alabama. A great song to some and an incest meme to most. 7 months ago, I met this guy while I drove through Alabama.
Rumor has it they fornicate with their siblings down here.
Why go across town when you can go across the hall?
So today I drove 17 hours to the incest capital of America with one simple question.
The question is, do people in Alabama slam jam cousins?
Probably.
You know someone who's kissed their cousin?
Yes, sir. Yeah?
Yeah?
No.
One of my cousins on that side of the family decided to do some stuff with my other cousins.
You ever kiss your sister?
No.
Nope. Did it ruin the family?
I don't really talk to them that much.
So if we keep looking, we will find someone?
You're right.
And sure enough, I found someone.
You considered making love with your cousin or no?
No, I'm not that far.
What about kissing?
Yeah, I've done it.
Oh, you've done it? So what gave you the urge to kiss your cousin?
Hey, she was hot, I was hot. We were both 17, and I was visiting my aunt and uncle,
And things happen.
yeah.
They
But
found
this
out-
is Alabama. My grandparents were second cousins.
Did you kiss your first or second cousin?
She was my first cousin, and she's beautiful.
Where can I find someone who's made love with their cousin in Alabama? I need the inside scoop.
Travel up south. South.
Where?
Montford, Alabama.
Mumford.
Yeah.
Is that south or north?
South.
Roll Tide, baby. Mumford, here we come.
So I got on the road heading south to the city of Munford and stopped by Birmingham on my way, where I accidentally found my second lead.
Have you ever rodeo railed a cousin?
No, dude.
Why do you think that's a stereotype?
Probably that blue family online. There's a family that was so incested they turned blue.
Like the Smurfs?
Like real I think they're from Alabama.
Do you have any last words?
Just get money.
With a blue Smurf incest family lead on my radar, I headed further south and finally arrived in the city of Munford.
Excuse me, can I interview you for $5? Have you kissed a cousin?
Yeah.
Yeah? Is she hot?
Yeah.
Hot as hell?
Oh, yeah.
Would you smash?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be honest with you, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Here's $5. And where are we right now?
Montford, Alabama.
Have you ever kissed a cousin?
No.
Would you ever think about it?
No.
Do you have any words to all the cousin kissers out there?
Quit.
Quit it while you're ahead, right?
Right.
You wouldn't kiss a sister, though.
Yeah, if I had a sister, I would.
Yeah?
If she was look good enough, and you know what I'm saying?
What do you have to say to other cousin kissers out there?
Each their own.
Yeah?
Yep.
You're the man, brother.
We had found a cousin kisser, but I wanted to find a legitimate Smurf, and this guy gave me some advice.
Give me a full list of the cousin kisser cities.
You gotta go south, man.
Okay.
More south than here.
While we have met several cousin kissers, the consensus is we have to go further south.
But on my way to take a massive dump in this generic fast food chain's toilet, I ran into the cousin kisser again.
Yo, we meet again. You guys just meet?
We live together, actually.
I just got out of the Calhoun County Jail, man.
Okay, congrats on the freedom.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks.
You know a few folks out here, besides our good friend right here.
What up?
What's up, my man?
Look, I can't be dropping names, but I mean, there's some cousin lovers, and some sister brother. Yeah.
Where?
Blue Mountain.
Blue Mountain?
If you're brave enough to go to Blue Mountain.
All right, boy. We're going to Blue Mountain, boys.
Yeah, look, it's time.
It's time.
Yeah.
They don't tie your ass up.
Yeah. Oh, man, I'm nervous. Blue Mountain is apparently a legendary location. It's a DLC map. This is an insane journey. Alabama has exceeded my expectations and then some. Blue Mountain, here we come.
So I drove to Blue Mountain and I wondered to myself, is this where the legendary Smurf family lives? As dawn approached and I got closer to Blue Mountain, it was clear that this place was sketchy as hell. So I went to Dollar General to see if I could add a backup NPC to my party, just in case things got weird.
I'll interview someone here for $5. Anyone interested? You down? I'm gonna give you $5 up front. What city are we in?
Anderson.
Oh, where's Blue Mountain? I thought we were in Blue Mountain.
Blue Mountain is a block and a half.
We're trying to find someone who's kissed their cousin. That's the goal here. Do you know where we might go?
Blue Mountain?
Do you know someone personally?
No, I don't.
Have you ever thought about kissing your cousin?
Yeah.
Did you do it?
No.
I respect that. Would you like to go to Blue Mountain with us?
No.
Do you have any hot takes?
Careful around here.
Careful. Good luck.
They're decent people, just watch where you're going.
Just don't kiss me, I want. Just don't kiss me.
Don't kiss him?
Hell no.
What if I kiss him on the mouth?
With even more warnings and no backup, I pushed onward to Blue Mountain alone.
This place looks awfully dark and scary. All I know is they told us to keep our head on a swivel and be on guard at all times. If you were to stop with no gas, you're just gonna get... Excuse me. Can I interview you for $1? No? Okay, no worries. Can I interview you for a video? $2? $2? What about $5? No, you alright?
But apparently I pissed this guy off because after 8 straight rejections, my cameraman told me this.
He flashed his gun at me.
What? Which one? Red car?
A guy that wasn't a passenger. He gave me a peace sign originally, and then he walked out, lifted his shirt, showed me his gun. Probably not a best idea to be here.
Okay, this will be our last location, then we're peeling it out of here and we're going south. Have you ever considered kissing a cousin?
No.
You know anyone who has?
Yes.
Do they tongue kiss?
I don't know.
Would you suspect that they might?
Probably.
Does that make you uncomfortable?
It does.
Can I interview you for $5?
For $6 you can.
All right, it's a deal. You guys are in a complicated situationship?
No, we're in a relationship.
So you guys are not related by blood, though?
No.
Would you guys date if you were related by blood?
No, absolutely not.
I mean,
That'd be
at
weird,
some
right?
point, somewhere down the road, you have to have some sort of relationship.
That's
Where are you from?
I'm from Alabama, too.
This is kind of a weird question.
What do you mean?
This is like, would we date if we were...
Why is it? But that's the whole premise of the question, right? That's why you got $6.
Brothers marry sisters all the time.
Where are brothers marrying sisters?
I mean, I know a few people that have.
Tell me about it. That's why I'm here to ask. So you know.
What if it's
Yeah, this is good. Railroad roaded or
I'm not gonna.
freeway fornicated?
No, I'm not doing that. I'm a teacher. I'm not doing that.
Drive by jam and slam?
You should. Why are you answering questions you don't have to answer?
Okay, my bad. Would you like to answer?
For what?
The scoop on the sisters? Or do we find a cousin kisser?
Probably go south more.
Thank you guys. Bye. My takeaway is we need to go south. Question is, will the cops be called on us?
I just saw the guy dial like 3 buttons.
Peel it.
After escaping Blue Mountain unharmed, I headed as far south into Alabama as I could go. 5 hours deep into the backwoods, I stumbled upon an unexpected scoop.
This gas station's on the ground. That tractor's 4-wheel drive right now. It's an Alabama moment right here. How you doing today?
Good, all right.
What city are we in right now?
You're in the backwoods called Wing, Alabama.
Do you know anyone who's kissed their cousin out here?
There's some around, but I'm not calling no names.
Got it. So, which direction should I go, though?
I go right up the road here. There's a vegetable stand.
Vegetable stand?
After you pass the church.
Just go check that out.
Go up there and talk to him.
Oh, the guy at the stand?
Yeah, young guy.
Okay. Is he dating his cousin? All right, we'll check it out. Well, I got shotgun to the face.
It's possible. Whoop, stomp, kick, beat.
Straight right.
Yeah.
We're looking for a vegetable stand. Apparently the guy who mans the vegetable stand is an incest baby. We have to go past the church. This guy either has kissed his cousin or is the product of cousin kissing, if you know what I mean. We're entering an unpaved road. What could go wrong? This is a good sign. Hand-painted gourd. Let's make America great again. Birdhouse. This has got to be it. Let's investigate further. Hey there. Oh. Is Is this the vegetable stand?
Vegetable stand?
Yeah.
No.
Well, the long story short is we're trying to find someone who's kissed their cousin, and he said go to the vegetable stand.
Is it a plant?
No, a human being. Can I interview you on camera for $10?
Sorry.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
What is your name?
My name is Jean.
In your time in Alabama, have you met many people who have been in relationships with their family members?
Like incest?
Yeah.
Not that I know of.
Do you have any advice to someone who may be thinking about kissing their cousin right now?
Please don't. You only have one mate in the world. That mate stays with you forever.
Are you married?
I've been married 13 times. Want to see my marriage certificates?
Sure. This is crazy. I've never heard of anyone who's been married this many times. Yeah, that's you marrying him 3 times.
Yes.
That's just one man.
I tried and tried and tried.
Yeah,
He just had to hit me in the head with an axe to make me realize it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I married the same man 3 times.
Okay.
But God gave me partners to get through life, but you never have the one but once.
Who was the one for you?
My children's father. He was very evil and very harsh, beat me. And the last time I was with him, he hit me in the head with an axe. 57 stitches. It scalped me. So that was it
Yeah.
with him.
My girlfriend recently broke up with me.
And that hurts.
Do you have any advice for me?
Only Jesus.
Okay.
Life is good, and you just live it one day at a time.
Thank you for sharing so much.
Thank you.
As I left Jean's house and headed to the southernmost tip of Alabama, I realized that love's more complicated than the Disney movies make it seem.
Alabama's crazy.
And maybe I shouldn't be so quick to judge people, even if they do kiss their cousins. As I stared into the ocean, wondering where these Smurfs were hiding, these guys offered me a beer out of nowhere.
Robert? Yes, sir. Roll Tide. How you doing? Roll Tide, baby. All right, on. So here's what we've been up to. Going around all around Alabama, trying to figure out if anyone's kissed their cousin.
I can't fuck with this.
How much money you got? I'll give you all the cash out of my hand.
By the grace of God, $11 in ones made my dreams a reality.
Yeah, baby, let's go. Oh my God, stop confessing. Oh yeah, baby.
You go across town when you go across the hall.
You ain't
Okay, play the audio. Play your audio so they can hear it.
Last time, this time. Right.
Go ahead, let me see it. Let's go.
They probably just made $15 million doing that.
I was like, what do y'all do? And he was like, I'm an influencer. I'm gonna.
He actually answered, I'm an influencer?
Yes. Right. I said, how do you make money? I've never understood it. He was like, you know how there's like Beyonce and Jay-Z, famous people for music? He's like, well, we're famous for social media. I'm like, so people follow y'all just to watch your life? And then he was like, yeah. I was like, okay, sign me up.
that. And
That's
also
kicking the ball away.
won't love this because he's going to get a yellow card for that.
He needs to calm down. Serginho Dest.
Hey, just pull him out of there at this point. I mean, you just got a barrel going and drag him away.
Got a red card in the Nations League semi-final against Mexico, of course, in the 85th minute as well, when things bubbled over.
Did he get a second yellow?
Tim Ream just saying, what are you doing?
I think he did. I think the referee put two fingers up and put another yellow up. It's at this point, I mean, the ball, it might not be out, but he's still kind of mad about the foul that happened a moment ago that he thought was a foul. I mean, this is the type of stuff, and it's really interesting. Tim Ream, an incredibly experienced player, that wasn't a calm down. That was a screaming at him. What on earth is he thinking?
Second yellow card in the space of 20 seconds.
I'm right in the middle of talking about the professionalism of Robinson at this stage and the details mattering. And Dest shows an incredible momentary lapse of reason right there. It's inexplicable.
It's at pretty much the same moment in the game as Trinidad were reduced to 10 men. The Powder's second yellow in Austin. Well, the US have the 4-goal advantage, but this should have been a relatively straightforward night.
so many people showing up on